WPIAL Podcast, Triple Live High School Sports Network. We are here in part because of our good friends, our sponsors, Edgar Snyder and Associates. Go local, go with Edgar, helping injured people since 1982, long time. Thanks again to our fine sponsors at Edgar Snyder. EdgarSnyder.com if you need their help. Well, we are transitioning. We are right in between the end of the regular season and the start of the playoffs next week, the start of the WPIAL baseball playoffs. So this is our final regular season baseball player of the week podcast, and we are thrilled to welcome in AC/Andrew Corfield from Southside High School. He is our player of the week. Andrew, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on your success.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for the honor.
It's a long time coming, to be honest with you, because I've been, we do fall for football, we do basketball, and now, spring baseball and softball. Player of the Week podcast. And you, I don't know if I'm insulting you or praising you. I think I'm praising you. So close. A couple of times during the football season, so close at least one time, if not a couple of times during the basketball season, of receiving the same honor. So when I saw that you had another big week, and again, your name came up a couple weeks ago, I said, it's time. This kid is a legitimate contender for athlete of the year, male athlete of the year in the WPIAL for what you've done in football, basketball, and baseball. So congratulations on all that, all your success.
Thank you.
Is it kind of strange now that you're winding down your high school days, just as a student are shrinking? How's that?
Yeah, it's pretty, feels weird, honestly. I don't think it's fully kicked in yet. I mean, still just going through the routine, but I think as we go into summer and into next year, it's going to feel weird.
We're recording this on Friday. You had mentioned that it's sort of a big day at Southside. It's prom day. You will be attending the prom with your girlfriend. So what? And again, I didn't pay attention even when I was a youngster to these kind of things. That wasn't my cup of tea. But so what is the rough game plan? Things can change, plans can change, but what's the itinerary? I mean, you have to be so-and-so here, there, what this time, that time. What's the day looking like for you?
Yeah, I got pictures at my house first with like family, and then we'll go to a friend's house for more pictures, and then to the school for the Grand March, and then tonight was the prom, the dance.
Is there still a thing called the after prom, or is that not a thing anymore?
We have post prom, yeah.
Okay. Now, is that where everybody goes to one location, or do people just split up and do their own thing?
Yeah, no, it's all at one place usually. This year, prom and after prom are actually at the same place, which is different. But we usually all go to the same place after, and it's ran by the parents.
All right. Very nice. Southside, one of my favorite places. I haven't been there in a while, but it's like you're cruising down a country-like road. I grew up in the city, so I'll call it a country-like road. And then, bam, there's a high school out of nowhere. Yeah. Small school, rural school. Big fan?
Yeah, no, I've loved my time here. I mean, it's a great community. Like, even with school, sports, anytime a sports team's successful, there's people coming out to our games. It's just super positive community to be a part of.
Well, you got to be a rock star then, because not only have you had great individual success, but you've been a key part of the success for the football team, the basketball team, and now the baseball team with a section championship. It hasn't always been that way during your career. You guys have had, in the three sports, a couple downtimes, but it's got to be really neat to sort of finish strong as far as you and your fellow seniors are concerned?
No, yeah, it's been a fun year in all three sports. Football, we had some success, made the playoffs. That was a fun
Right.
year. Basketball, it was fun to play with the guys senior year. Didn't quite make the playoffs, but still had a pretty successful year. And now baseball, we're on a good run here and hope to keep it going.
Yeah, let's give a little insight as to what we're talking about here and the great success that Andrew has had in his days at Southside, and especially this year. Broke the all-time rushing record in October, this past October. 256 yards, 3 touchdowns against Neshannock. Over 3,000 yards rushing for your career. You are over 1,000 points in basketball. You set a school record, 46 points in a game, single game record. And now in baseball, helping the Rams to a section title. This is all you're doing on the diamond. 509 batting average leads the team in on-base percentage, 649. Leads the team in stolen bases with 25. It leads the team in runs scored with 30. Leads the team in hits with 27. Is second in RBIs. Come on now. 19, but you're only one behind Ryan Shaw. Leads in slugging percentage, 755. Tied for the team lead in doubles with 7, and you lead the team in triples with 7. How tough is it for you being a multiple sports star? Because nowadays, where there are some athletes that really focus on one sport all year round, so they're constantly working on their game. How much time are you able to put in? Say, break it down. Do you put in the most time for football, for basketball, or for baseball?
I'd say baseball is my main focus. That's been my main sport for a while. But yeah, I'm pretty busy year round. I don't get many weeks off or many days off. So yeah, whenever we're in season, I'm going full 100% in that season and try and do whatever to keep in shape for the others. And when those come, 100% in those as well.
At this point now, you're late in the season. The regular season's over. Getting ready for the postseason. How do you feel physically? How's your body holding up?
I feel great. I had an arm injury sophomore year, and last year wasn't quite there, but this year my arms felt great throughout the year, and my body feels great. I think we all feel great as a team, and we're playing well.
Well, how do you? Is there something special you do as far as helping the body heal after you go from football season right into basketball season, right into baseball season? A lot of wear and tear. Do you have any secrets that help keep you healthy?
I wouldn't say any secrets, but just trying to get much rest as possible, make sure I'm eating healthy, just restoring what I lose throughout my sports, and just staying keeping up on sleep, staying healthy overall.
What are your plans once this is over? Once high school is over, what are your plans for the fall?
I'm attending Case Western Reserve University in
Nice.
Cleveland,
Yes.
and I will be continuing baseball there.
Awesome.
So I'm excited for that.
Congratulations. I was looking trying to find out, and I couldn't find anything, but that's awesome. I'm sorry you have to go to Cleveland, but Case Western has a great reputation. So that's great. You'll be doing what you love to do. How old were you when you started playing baseball? How old were you when you started playing football and hoops?
So I think I was 4 when I first started t-ball, and so I played baseball the longest out of them, and I've played all throughout my life. And I started football and basketball both in 4th grade, so I was around 10.
And obviously, you especially once you got to the high school level, very good at all 3 sports. Was there a time where you thought maybe one of the other 2 sports would overtake baseball as far as what you'd like to do at the next level?
I feel like when I was a kid, I liked football. I like watching football. like watching the Steelers. So that was always like my big dream. But I think just baseball is just my passion, and I've had a lot of fun playing throughout the years, and that's just always at the end of the day been my favorite of the three.
All right, let's talk about this past week. Another solid week. Andrew Corfield from Southside High School, our WPIAL baseball player of the week. Begins Monday, big game, 3 for 5 against Brentwood. 2 triples, 4 RBI. You follow that up Tuesday, 1 for 2 with an RBI, couple of walks as Southside sweeps Brentwood. As far as your offense is concerned at the plate, how are you feeling? How do you feel you did for the season? And is it something where you're pleased with the way you're hitting the ball now as you get ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a good spot at the plate. I've had a good year at the plate. I'm happy with what I've been able to do. Yeah, I feel pretty confident up there. I like the way my approach is. I feel calm, and I just try to go up there, do my best, and go from there.
My man, your definition of good is a lot different than mine. You say you're having a good year. You're hitting over 500. I'd put that in a little higher category, but that's me. So kudos to you. I guess coming into this week, just awfully close. One of the better races in the WPIL was Section 3 of Class 2A. You guys come in 3-way tie for first place with Our Lady of the Sacred Heart and Riverview coming into this past week. While you guys were playing Brentwood, those other 2 teams were squaring off against each other, Osh and Riverview. They end up splitting, and you guys sweep to win the section title outright. Was it difficult to focus on Brentwood, knowing that the other 2 teams you were locked in with, the Raiders and the Chargers, were doing battle, and I'm sure that there was some curiosity as to what was going on there?
Yeah, well, we definitely knew this situation, but I feel like we did a good job of staying locked in on. We knew Brentwood, they could beat anyone, so we had to stay focused and couldn't take anyone lightly. So I feel like we came out, we focused on our game, and then worried about the rest later.
Yeah, and you took care of business, got it done, and there will be a banner, a baseball section banner with 2026 that you guys can always be super proud of. So the brackets come out. You guys are the number 3 seed in the Class 2A tournament and a first round bye. We'll talk about that in a moment. Do you and your buddies, or maybe your buddies, do they partake in what I call bracketology, trying to figure out where you're going to go, who you're going to play, that sort of thing?
Yeah. This past week we were kind of looking at it as a team, seeing where we would end up being at. But we're pretty excited to get a bye and excited to get our next season started.
Do you know what the game plan is? Because you guys won't play until a week from Monday. That is a long time between your final game and your first postseason game. Has Coach already indicated to you what you guys might do? I know you guys are permitted to do a couple scrimmages or whatever, but a lot of time to try to stay sharp.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure on the full game plan, but I know we'll be working hard at practice, or if we get a couple scrimmages next week, and we'll be ready for our playoff game.
On Monday, first round game, team you guys know very well, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, plays New Brighton. Will you and your buddies make the long trek to Pullman Park in Butler to take that in, or will you hope to try to find it somewhere online? What's your game plan for that? Do you like to scout other teams? Fill me in.
I mean, I'd like to go. I'll probably talk to some of the guys, see if we can get some guys to go out there. But I'm sure most of the team will be tuned in, and if not, they'll be watching. And
yeah. Well, it's a fun time of year, busy time for you and your and all the seniors. We've talked to a lot of seniors recently, in our Player of the Week podcasts. And it's a change of life. It really is, going from high school to college, and saying so long to lifelong friends that, some of them you'll keep in touch with, but others will drift away. And that's just life as you get ready to head to Case Western. Do you know what you want to study in college?
Oh, yeah, I'll be studying engineering. I'm not sure on what type yet, but that's what I'm focused on.
That's kind of fancy.
Yeah.
Any fill-in-the-blank type of engineering is still pretty fancy in my eyes. So best of luck with that.
Thank you.
So, again, we wish you well. I mean, you have had I'm glad we had this chance because, I've been following you in your three various sports for a couple of years now. You've had great success, and, you should be very proud of yourself. Best of luck. Stay healthy. Best of luck to you and the Rams in the postseason, and good luck as well with up in Cleveland.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
My pleasure. He's bound for Case Western University to continue his academic and his baseball career, but there's business still to be done for Andrew Corfield, aka AC. Before I let you go, you told me before I said, what's the AC? I said AJ, which is actually your true initials. I said, what's the AC? And you explained it. Give everybody who might know you but doesn't know the story where the AC came from.
It came from my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Monaco. We had two Andrews in our class my kindergarten year, and to decipher between us, she just started calling me AC, and it's stuck ever since.
Do you know who the other Andrew? Do you remember the other Andrew?
Andrew Smith. He still goes to our school.
AS. Yeah, AC works better than AS.
Yeah, I guess naturally.
I guess. What do you prefer, AC or Andrew?
It doesn't really matter to me. I answer to both.
Yeah, just don't call you late for dinner, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
AC, cool as a cucumber. Andrew Corfield of Southside, our WPIAL Baseball Player of the Week. We thank him for joining us. We thank our friends at Edgar Snyder and Associates as well. Thanks to Chris Lackner, our producer. I'm Don Rebel. Thank you for joining us. Up next, WPIAL playoffs beginning next week here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.